I'm Kenneth Peter Robinson. I was born 15th of May 1943. I was born in Lancaster Infirmary and brought up in Caden, 4.5 miles from Lancaster.
Okay, Ken, so did you want to just share some of your earliest memories from childhood?
My most vivid memories of that time was that we lived in the croft of Caden. It was a weaver's house, which means it had attics where they used to have the looms in. And it had that green distemper on the walls. It had a massive old-fashioned range in the house. The coal house was in the front room. So when the coalman visited, the house was covered in coal dust. Mm-hmm. There was only one running tap in the house. The toilet for the house was about 10 yards up a field at the back in a kind of shed. You didn't have any sanitation really. I mean, bath night was amazing because the old tin bath came out and you was bathed. And you watched the mice running around the floor while you were sat in your bath. One of the biggest events of that time was that all the neighbours used to come in and they used to peg rugs because nobody could afford to buy a carpet.
Why did you want to find out your family history? Was it sort of just curiosity, or do you think it's important for people to know their past?
I can remember back to my childhood, because I used to sit quietly. I would get into an armchair and just do that. So I got a lot of conversation that I should never have heard. And a special time was on a Sunday when I was washed from head to foot and put in a shirt and clean trousers and sat on the flags outside and told not to move. I've got to say, I had a mother who was extremely strong-willed. She was blinkered, she was arrogant, she was all the things you want to say about her in the negative form, but she cared. My extended family, they were the most dysfunctional group of people you could ever meet. They didn't talk to each other. So it is only now that I'm finding that the person who was living next door to me when I was a child were in fact cousins. I just thought they were nice ladies. I didn't realise they were cousins. Nobody ever told me. And it's only when I've been punching the computer that sort of worked out that these two ladies were relatives. My grandfather was in fact the local drunk. He was a very talented man. He could make anything he would turn his hands to. The problem was he drank a bottle of whiskey a day. So my mother wouldn't have anything to do with him.
Right.
So my dad and I used to sneak off on a Sunday morning to go and visit my grandparents. My grandmother was born in the workhouse at Hornby. My great-mother lived in the workhouse, never came out. My grandfather on my mother's side wasn't in fact my grandfather, he was my step-grandfather. So what happened to my grandfather? So we had to go digging then. And then a lot came out of the woodwork.
And how have you gone about tracing your sort of family history?
How do you trace your family history?
Yeah,
I'm lucky because I come from a straight line of churches.
Right.
James the Less, St Paul's at Brookhouse, the Good Shepherd at Ray. They're all in those churchyards, all in the records. So the Robinson-Bowker line was very easy to trace. I think the main point of it all was that from somebody who came from a very dysfunctional family, it was scattered. There was no centre. It was actually to pull it all together and say, this is the package for future generations.
So do you do these things online, or do you actually go to...
Oh, just recently I've been going primarily online, using the 1911 census. But no, I go to Lancashire Records, the Irish Library,
so
wherever I think I can get information from. That's my great-great-grandfather. And he came from a place called Beetham on Tatum Fell.